Namaste and welcome back to our series on a holistic approach to child health. Today, we are entering part 6 of our journey and we are focusing on a theme that is profoundly critical yet frequently overlooked: environment and health, protecting our children's future. As parents and caregivers, we devote so much care to feeding our children nutritious food, ensuring they get proper sleep, following vaccinating schedules, and giving them medical care when they are unwell. However, we often overlook the broader ecosystem in which they live and grow every single day. The purity of the air they breathe, the safety of the water they drink, the cleanliness of their surroundings, and their bond with nature play an equally vital role in shaping their physical, mental, and long term health. In this video, we will explore how environmental factors directly impact our children's developing bodies and what simple, practical steps we can take at home to build a safe, healthy, and nurturing environment for them. When we discuss child health in clinical practice or at home, our attention almost always defaults to nutrition, vaccination schedules, growth milestones, and medications. But child health cannot exist in isolation from the physical environment. Clean air, pure water, unpolluted soil, and green surroundings are not optional luxuries. They are the direct biological foundation of a child's developing immune system, lung resilience, and long term vitality. A sick, degraded environment will invariably create sick children. Why are children disproportionately affected by environmental hazards compared to adults? First, physiologically, per kilogram of body weight, children breathe more air, drink more water, and consume more food than adults. Their organ systems, especially their lungs, brain, and immune defenses, are actively growing and absorb toxins much faster. Second, behaviorally, toddlers and young children spend a significant amount of time close to the ground, crawling, playing in dust, and exploring their world through frequent hand to mouth habits. Finally, their immature liver and kidney detoxification pathways make them far less capable of processing chemical pollutants. We frequently hear about floods, landslides, severe heat waves, and droughts described as natural calamities. But as health professionals and responsible citizens, we must ask, how natural are they? Many of these disasters are man made calamities, the direct consequences of widespread deforestation, soil erosion, unplanned urban concrete construction, and ecological neglect. When natural balances are disrupted, climate extremes multiply, and it is our children who bear the heaviest burden of waterborne disease outbreaks, displacement, and food insecurity. Let us look at the major environmental hazards impacting our children every day. First is air pollution. Outside, vehicle exhausts and industrial emissions damage developing lung capacity, but indoor air pollution is often even more dangerous. In my clinical practice, when parents bring in young children suffering from recurrent wheezing or severe asthma attacks, a detailed inquiry often reveals an unaddressed factor: second-hand cigarette smoke at home. Biomass cooking fuels, mosquito coils, and excessive incense burning produce similar harmful particulates. Second, water contamination and poor sanitation, which drive recurrent diarrheal diseases, severe dehydration, and eventual nutritional stunting. Third is chemical toxins and heavy metals from pesticide residues on food to lead exposure and microplastics, disrupting endocrine and neurological development. The numbers from the World Health Organization are a sobering wake-up call. Over 25% of all deaths in children under the age of 5 worldwide are directly attributable to environmental risks. That represents approximately 1.6 million young lives lost every single year to hazards that are entirely preventable. Respiratory infections driven by air pollution and diarrheal diseases driven by unsafe water remain two of the top global killers of young children. Protecting the environment is not an abstract global goal, it is direct preventive medicine. Air pollution is a silent, progressive threat. Physiologically, fine particulate matter penetrates deep into young lungs, triggering asthma, reducing pulmonary capacity, and causing frequent infections like pneumonia. Even more concerning, these fine particles and toxic heavy metals can cross blood-brain barriers, causing neuroinflammation that impairs memory, focus, and cognitive development. Eliminating indoor pollutants, especially tobacco smoke, dampness, and chemical fumes, is an urgent health priority for every household. What concrete steps can we take at home and in our communities? Number one, purify indoor air. Ensure a strictly smoke-free home environment. Eliminate second-hand cigarette smoke entirely around children. Minimize mosquito coils and ensure proper cross ventilation in kitchen and living spaces. Number two, ensure safe water and reduce plastics. Use reliable water purification like boiling or proper filtration. Avoid storing or serving hot foods and beverages in single-use plastic containers. Number three, promote green living and nature play. Encourage children to play outdoors in clean natural space. A wonderful practical habit is encouraging children to plant and care for tulsi or holy basil at home. Tulsi is a traditional air purifier, holds rich cultural and medicinal value, and teaches children hands-on reverence for nature. In our ancient Indian heritage, health and nature are fundamentally inseparable. The ancient seers understood that true well-being comes from living in harmony with the Panchamahabhutas, the five sacred elements of earth, water, fire, air, and space. Our scriptures laid down a profound framework for ecological protection thousands of years ago. In the famous Bhumi Sukta of the Atharva Veda, the Rishi proclaims, Mata Bhumihi Putro Aham Prithivyaha, which means Earth is my mother and I am her child. This foundational verse reminds us that we do not own the earth. We are its children, bound to respect and care for it just as it nurtures us. Similarly, the Rig Veda repeatedly emphasizes the sacredness of clean water and pure air, calling Vayu or air a divine healer that carries the essence of life and warning against polluting rivers and water bodies. Even in classical Ayurvedic literature, such as the Charaka Samhita, there is a dedicated section on Janapadodvamsa, epidemics, and widespread societal diseases. Acharya Charaka explicitly identifies the pollution of air, water, climate, and land as the primary root cause of public health crisis. He noted that when human greed leads to unrighteous conduct or adharma, nature's balance is disrupted, resulting in sickness across communities. Connecting this timeless wisdom to our modern lives, we realize that environmental protection is not a modern political idea, it is an ancient moral duty or dharma and direct preventive health care for our children. When we protect the air, water, and soil today, we honor our heritage and safeguard the health, vitality, and future of the next generation. Thank you for joining today's session. Please share these important insights with other parents and community members. Namaste.